Hello, friends. Neva will probably be joining me. Oh, there she is. Okay, hold on. Let me revamp this. Hello.
All right, and then go.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
All right, go watch
Can I go visit her and stay with her?
Maybe one day we'll go to Canada and visit Kelsey. Goodbye.
So welcome, everyone. I did have what I was reading, but then last minute I invited Neva on screen and then I took it off. So we're just going to go over what we're reading. So I'm reading Look Closer and I'm loving it. I'm so hooked to it. I have like less than 200 pages left, so I'm pretty close. And then I'm reading Breaking the Dark, which I need to make more progress on this, and I don't know if I like it. So far, it's meh. So, and I'm sad about it.
So I thought that they gave me this book because I'm also supposed to be reading Breaking the Dark. So I told you yesterday I was going to start it yesterday because I thought Libby had given it to me. They've not. They said it's still 2 weeks out, so it's fine. If like you finish it or you decide you don't like it, I'll just read it and then we can discuss it.
No, that sounds good. It's not like a heavy discussion book anyway, so it's so
and
far
it's in the Marvel universe. So like I was hoping it would be good.
It might be right because I'm only like, well, I haven't read more since I talked to you. I'm only at chapter 10 still, which is like 75 pages in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give it a little longer. I think maybe Marvel it for me, it's like just better as a show or movie. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel you.
It could pick up. I don't know.
I'm trying to finish Take My Hand.
Yep.
This is pretty good. I also need to edit a video that's supposed to go up tomorrow. It's my friends booktubers pick my pages.
Oh, I have that. Take My Hand.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that.
Really good, but it's very heavy.
That's what I heard.
And what's crazy is like, you know me, I'm not a historical fiction girly, and this is historical fiction. Like it takes place, one timeline is 2016 and one timeline is 1973. And I wasn't sure I would like this, but it's been on my shelf since 2022 when it was a book of the month book. So it was like, I need to just read it. And the audio is really good. And I do care about the characters. Like I do feel something. So that's good that I like a historical fiction because I usually do not.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far it's really good. Like I think it's well written and the narrator's good. But I would say, I don't know, like maybe check like Goodreads or Storygraph for like trigger warnings on this if you're a person who's triggered easily. And then just know that like it's 1973 in Alabama. So
yeah, a different time.
So it's heavy. And it's written from the perspective of a Black woman. So it's not like, I'm not saying that like white people's lives back then were like sunshines and roses, but it's it's different. But it's good. Like I do like it. I'll probably keep it on my shelf because I actually really like the cover.
Yeah, I really like it.
I might sell this version of it.
Yeah.
I'm not really a book of the month girly any longer and just like repurchase it.
Yeah.
In a regular book.
I know I kind of hate the book of the month. Like I have the same book. I got it secondhand, but it's book of the month and it has the little logo and I don't love it.
This is what I don't like. Like, and then also like even if I put it like with spine out, like there's still the logo up here.
I don't love it. Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying Aardvark because there's
I don't have it.
First of all, their books are books. Some of their books are books I've never heard of.
That's I know.
But also their logo is very discreet. Like unless you're looking for it, you're not gonna find it.
Yeah. Yep. Hello. 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 More hellos. Hi, Danny. Hi, long time no see. Time to work on my daily pages of Magic Study. Okay, hold on, Neva. I can't have you blocked. I need to do some adjustments. There we go. Time to work on my daily pages of magic study. Want to read around 100 pages tonight so I can finish by Thursday. Nice. That's attainable, I think. Hi, Glenda. Trying to finish up the reformatory. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Just finished dinner and reading Lock Every Door. Is this Riley Sager? Lock Every Door?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you read this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the ones that I have not read. I actually need to sit down and write out the Riley Sager and Grady Hendrix books that I have not read and get on that. Because I would
I feel like you've read a lot of them. Well, I feel like at least, but I don't know if that's true.
So as far as we were talking about this like the other day, I don't remember who I was talking to. Maybe Leandra. It might have been on Leandra's Sprints. Riley's Grady Hendrix. I've actually read more books than I thought by Grady Hendrix, but I'm also that person that gets Grady Hendrix and Riley Sager. I will confuse them because like their writing styles are very similar, their books are very similar. So I've read 2, 4, 5, 6 books by Grady Hendrix. And then for Riley Sager, I think I've read 4. I think I've read 4. I've read 1, 2.
You read?
Yeah, I've read
Final Girls.
So I've completed 3.
Okay, but DNF'd.
Because
Okay.
I DNF Final Girls.
Yeah,
but
because I was like, that's the only one that I know for a fact. And then the other one, the Lake one, I know you read.
Yeah, so I've also read Home Before Dark, which is like a Lizzie, or not Lizzie Borden. Home Before Dark is like Amityville Horror.
Okay.
And then I've also read The Only One Left. I read that during Amazing Readathon this year. And that one is like a Lizzie Borden. I don't want to say retelling. It was inspired by Lizzie Borden.
Okay.
Because he actually, like, in both The Only One Left and Home Before Dark, Amityville Horror and Lizzie Borden are talked about in the subsequent books. But it's talked about as like in Home Before Dark, it's talked about as like I was featured on a show. Like the main character talks about how she was featured on a show with the kids from Amityville Horror. So like it takes inspiration from it, but it's not. I wouldn't consider it like a true retelling.
Okay.
And then I do own Middle of the Night. I just haven't read it yet. I did buy it though at Target.
I have Home Before Dark. That's the only one I have. I had Final Girls, but then when everyone didn't like it, I got rid of it. So
I think I was the only one in the group of us that read it that DNF'd it. But I DNF'd it
Well, and like I technically started it, I think like a chapter.
Yeah, and I was the one that we were like, oh, Niva's gonna like it because she likes Riley Sager, and I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever read in my life.
Yeah. Reading Queer Little Nightmares, almost 50% in. Hi, Ro. Hi, Sarah. Gotta head out in a few minutes, but gonna finish Quiet Beautiful Things tonight. Nice. Speaking of David Ellis, I do have that book, The Best Lies, by the same author. I haven't read it yet. Ooh, nice. I am going to read that probably because I'm loving this so much. So I would imagine that I would love that one too. Just finished that book last night. My heart still hurts. I'll be thinking about it for a long time. I love books like that, kind of. I think I've learned Lisa Jewell is not for me. I love her other books. So it's just a one-off. I'm saying it's just a one-off. Because this doesn't feel like her writing. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like her writing.
And I've only read one Lisa Jewell, and that's because Kelsey gave it to me for her vlog, but I gave it 5 stars.
Yep. And Brittany's a Lisa Jewell stan as well. Like, we both love Lisa Jewell. So
I do need to read, like, I do need to reread. At some point, I will reread None of This Is True, but with the audiobook. I didn't know because I went for a year vlog. The challenge was to go into everything blind. So I didn't do any, like, there were only, I think, 2 books that I already knew what they were about. And that was maybe 3 books that I knew what they were about. That's simply because they were romance books. And then the Magnolia Parks book, like, I knew what that was about.
Yeah. Of course.
But, like, the rest
Did you know how much it would break you? No.
Oh my god, dude. Like I'm still recovering. Okay. Like
I think that,
the
I
other day,
think that one was the worst.
the other day I saw Daisy, the second Daisy Hates book, The Great Undoing or whatever it is, and I was like, do I really want to read this right now? Like I almost started it and then I was like, I
That
need,
one's actually probably the least sad out of all of them. I
listen,
feel.
it's the ending of The Long Way Home for me. Like I got no answers at the end.
Yeah.
Like the thing happened and that was it. And I was like, why did you do this to me?
Book 4 was my least favorite though, because I'm not a Julian lover, so it was a bit too much Julian point of view for me.
So which one is that? The second Daisy
4.
Hates book?
Yeah, the second Daisy Hates. It follows a lot of Julian.
I'm a little skeptical. See, here's the thing. I liked Julian in the first Daisy Hates, but I did not like him in Long Way Home. And I think the reason is because we were kind of given like a Magnolia Julian timeline, and I was like, this is gross.
Yeah, I don't care for him still. Like I'm waiting for him to win me over.
But yeah, I didn't research anything, so I didn't know until after I had like read it, and then I think I said something to you, and you were like, "Oh, you should have done the audio." So I'm gonna go back and do the audio because I think it would be a 6-star with the audio, with the way that
because there's a podcast,
So I think maybe I'll do that this week because that would be a quick audio.
I feel like it's a quick book,
but. I mean, I had fun with it. It only took me like I think 2 or 3 days to actually get through it because I was like hooked. I was like, and I was not in a thriller era when I did your vlog at all. And I think you gave me three thrillers and 3 romances.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one I didn't really like was the Long Bright River.
But if I picked again, I would actually give you this book because I think you'd really like it. It's very bingeable. I think you'd like it. That's just what I think. I think everyone would like it if they're a thriller.
At some point, I'm gonna do like a booktubers pick my reads vlog, where it's gonna be like booktubers, and I'll keep you in mind as I always do because you're.
I still have to read one of your faves, Hidden Pictures. I still have to read that at some point.
Yeah, I hope that you like it. I just thought that it was so creepy. I understand why some people don't like it.
Yeah,
but because like it's not a perfect book by any means. Like it is problematic. Like there are problematic things in it, but I liked it for the simple aspect of how creepy it was, and then it incorporated the pictures in it too. I tell people if you're going to do the audio, you need to immersion read it at least as far as like looking at all of the pictures as you go.
Okay. That's good.
Because they do give you a description. The audiobook does describe the pictures to you, but it makes it creepier to actually like see the like progression of how creepy the pictures get. Because they start out very like childlike and then just get increasingly creepy.
Okay.
So you need to at least, I mean, you could listen to like the main story just with
that's not a problem for me because I never just listen to thrillers.
Yeah, but I would at least have like the book near you so you could like grab it whenever there was like a picture that's
Yeah, that's a good point. Hi Lexi, going to be starting London Seance Society tonight and currently doing some cleaning and sprint scheduling. I want to say spring cleaning. I'm reading a bunch of comics, manga, and Death by Coffee as I procrastinate on dishes and other tasks. I'm finishing up Dev Edit 2 for one of my authors. Making supper, on parenting duties until kiddo bedtime, so I'm going to be focusing on quality time with the kids this evening. Nice. Hi, Leandra. That's okay. We were a little late because I had to, well, not really, but I had to switch some things around. But when my husband takes them to bed, I'll read Lord of Chaos and ACOWAR. Nice. Just started reading Crescent Moon Tea Room tonight. Everyone is out of the house, so I'm relaxing reading. Oh, I love that. Hello. Hi, Jamie. I've been doing some chores so far today. Finally ready to do some reading. Nice. Yeah, I haven't read it all today. Hello. Reading Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and I have almost finished it. I'm at 50%. I have not read any other Ali Hazelwoods besides Love Hypothesis. Have you?
Yes. I have.
I didn't realize you have read a lot.
I
Have
have.
you?
So I've read The Love Hypothesis. That was
Yes,
the
I
first
knew
romance
that.
that I ever read. I did not like it.
Same.
And back then, I
Wait.
didn't.
I realized like we shared hate that we didn't like.
So,
Yes, it's all coming
back
back.
then, I did give it 3 stars. This was in,
Same.
I think, 2020, maybe like 2021. My friend Kristen wanted to buddy read it. And I was like, okay, which I was not in a romance era when I got back into reading. I think the only romance books that aren't even romance books that I had read at that point were like Colleen Hoover. Like I had read
Yeah,
It
me
Ends
too.
With Us. But I was not in a romance era. Like I was reading dark romance because I'm always in a dark romance era. But she was like, let's read this. And I was like, okay. I
I
gave
thought
it
it was so cringe back then, but I gave it 3. Like what?
and back then I wasn't giving lower, if we
I
remember.
know it's too nice.
I
Yeah,
wasn't giving lower than 3 stars. So I was
3
like,
felt harsh to me. 3 felt harsh.
yeah, I feel like in reality, like if I was to read it now, it would be less than 3.
I would say a 2. Like 1's too harsh. Like
Oh,
1
it
definitely.
wasn't a 1 star. It was
No,
probably
like
like a 2 or maybe even a 2.5.
yeah.
It just wasn't good. Like I just didn't like it.
It was entertaining, but it wasn't good. Yeah.
I did read Bride,
Oh,
and it wasn't good either.
shocker.
I read Bride because I had FOMO. To be honest, I was influenced by
reading it.
Brie and Brittany because of the not being able to tell the difference between a spatula
Yeah.
and a ladle. And I was like, what? So I read that for context. It reads like really bad Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah. Not the vibe.
We'll see. I'll text.
Hello.
I'll
Thanks,
text.
Glenda.
Go sit down. Go.
Hi, Julie.
And then I read one of her novellas.
Oh, okay. Which one? I didn't know she had any. Although I'm not like I don't keep up with her really.
Let me look really quick because I don't remember. It's one of her like STEM.
Oh, okay. Those like
Novellas?
short story kind of. Yeah. I've heard of
Because
them.
it was like a collection of them
Is it under one
was-
roof?
under one roof.
Yeah.
Is the
Okay.
one that I read. And then I do have Check and Mate.
I have Check and Mate too, but I haven't read it yet.
If you want to buddy read that one, let me know. I promised Katie that I would read it. So I
Probably
do have
January if
That's
that
fine.
works.
I have it. I have access to it through Libby. I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not an Ali Hazelwood person. If I like it, then I will purchase it. But Katie was like, I think you'll like Check and Mate. Like
That's what everyone's saying. Brittany
like,
said the same to me.
different
so.
than everything else, like other things she's written. So I'm willing to try Check and Mate.
Yeah, me too.
But if Check and Mate doesn't work out for me, I'm done.
Oh, I'm done after Check and Mate. I'm only reading Check and Mate because I have it. Hello.
But I think Check and Mate might actually be cute. Because like I read the synopsis and it seems cute.
I think it'll be a little cute. The only thing I heard is it's supposed to be like YA and it's kind of more sexual than it should be for YA. That's the only complaint I heard from people.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, we're gonna jump into our first sprint of 1 hour. All right, I'll see everyone in an hour. Hello. How did everyone's sprint go? Neva, how'd you do?
I made dinner,
Same.
like finished it, and then we're eating now. But I did make it like halfway through chapter 4.
Nice. Are they
So-
long chapters in that one?
Not really.
Okay.
Like 15 minutes on audio, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
And I'm listening at 2 times speed. So
Okay.
they're relatively short chapters, but
Nice.
yeah. So I made it like halfway through chapter 24. It's so great. It's a lot heavier now, but it's
Yeah.
a good book.
Good. I might push that up at my TBR a little bit. I've been wanting to read it for a while, but I haven't heard anyone that I know actually have read it, as far as I know. So
I mean, because I know how much you like historical fiction,
yeah,
I would say to push it up.
yeah, I'll do that.
And if you don't like it, I might have to disown you.
I don't. I mean, I saw reviews from people I don't know, and so like I don't. If anything, I could see myself giving it like maybe a 4, but from what I've heard about it, I don't see myself disliking it. So yeah, I'm a harsh rater now. Like 5 stars is hard to get out of me nowadays. So
that's fair.
I did not read. I just had dinner. I really should read this, but I want to read this. So we'll see. I technically have to return this Lisa Jewell book to the library on Thursday. I mean, they won't give me fees. Like I think I have to return it like a week after if like I don't want to be charged fees. But I don't like holding on to it. Like I like returning it by the due date if possible. But that's very unlikely that I'm going to finish it by Thursday. I might.
Are you doing audio with it, or are you just doing?
I couldn't get the audio. Yeah.
And I'm scared.
Yeah. So unless it's on Everend, I didn't check Everend actually. But Lisa Jewell usually isn't on Everend.
If I remember, I did check Everend and they didn't have it.
Yeah, that's my
I mean, that doesn't really mean anything since you're in Canada and I'm not.
It is not on there. So, oh well. I'm gonna give it another 30 pages. I think I'll read that the next sprint because then I need to decide if I'm gonna DNF or not. So,
I mean, if you DNF, then whenever my library gives it to me, I'll at least try it.
Yeah.
We can discuss it about if we hated it.
Yeah, let me know because I think it would be better on audio, like with audio, because it could keep me focused. I think it's also because I'm reading other books that I'm enjoying more, and then I just don't want to pick that up. I think that's part of the problem. Hello. Teleportation didn't go well. My computer got confused. That's fine. At least you're here now.
Just don't dump it over.
Thank you.
Yeah,
reading a physical book called When It Rains by Stephen Wilkins and an audio called Vivid by Ashley Bustamante. I don't know if I said that right, but nice. Took a cat nap before book club. I love naps. They're the best. Got cleaning done, got a workout in, took a shower, made some French toast for dinner. Nice. Lexi, you always get the most done. I love it. Read a chapter and played with my littlest for a bit. Nice. Also made an 8 dinner sprint. Yeah, that's probably for a lot of us. Tidied up a bit, made it to page 350, starting to get kiddos ready for bed. Nice. That time I finished Kate McKinnon's middle grade book audio and prepared for Brittany's Patreon readathon. Wait, which book is that? I should know this. Do you know this answer, Neva?
I'm sorry. I finished Kate McKinnon.
Oh, I didn't realize I was looking down. I didn't realize you were talking.
Men acting like children. Okay, what was your question?
A middle grade by Kate McKinnon.
So I didn't know about this until Tennille was talking about it in Leandra's.
Okay.
Because I want to know what this is because I want to read it.
That's what I'm thinking, but I've been behind on a lot of videos and a lot of messages.
I also didn't realize that the third Amari book is out now.
Yes. I haven't even read the first 2.
I didn't know that until today. I was looking I'm doing some Goodreads choice stuff, and I was
Yeah.
looking at that, and it popped up, and I was like, I didn't think that this released, but it released at the end of August, so I need to read it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. I need to get on that series. Finish my book, going to bed. Good night. Jamie got to page 101 of The Corpse at the Crystal Palace. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Reading Obsidio. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Quality time. My child has asked for help cleaning her room. Well, at least it's productive, so that's good. Finished the Christmas murder game, 4 stars, and the killer wasn't who I thought it was. Oh, that's always nice. Unless it's like so outlandish, where it's like that totally wasn't. It wasn't the 5-year-old in the book. Like something like way too much. Then it's no. Empire of Storms. Oh, is that one of? Okay, I'm like
It's
I
one
don't
of
even
our-
remember the names.
Yes, it's one of our tandem read books.
Yeah.
That
So-
we're probably starting November.
And then Tower of Dawn. So we're gonna be when we do the tandem read, which I
Yeah.
have right here. Don't ask why it just lives over here at the table. It's because if
Well,
I
you don't
just,
want to forget about it. You want to
I'll
kind
forget
of
about
have it there. Yeah.
I'll completely forget. And I
Yeah.
actually need to I need to actually, I know we have like a plan to finish this series, but I actually need to try to finish it because now my brother has decided he wants to read it.
Okay. Rainy
he's-
needs to finish by the end of the year too. Like
And
we're
he's
on a
reading
timeline.
it, he's reading it in the order that we are reading.
Okay.
So he has a little bit like to catch up, but
Yeah. Well, depending. Some people are fast readers. Not
Yeah,
us with
well,
these.
not me with these books. But
No.
I need to finish by the end of the year so I can finish ACOTAR because I still haven't finished ACOTAR.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've
See,
only got
I'm glad I read that in 2022. So I'm like, I'm
no,
gonna.
give me your drawer.
I can't.
Hello,
Give me your drawers.
Got Swiss Chalet and didn't read nice. I haven't had Swiss Chalet in so long.
So much.
They closed a lot of locations near me, so it's not really accessible anymore. Some good nights. The audio is fantastic. She's an amazing narrator. Oh gosh, the Miss Millicent Quib School of Etiquette for Young Ladies and Mad Science. Wow, that's the title.
You good?
Well, I'm glad you're loving the audio. Have to read Echo War by Sunday evening. Oh my gosh, and I'm currently at
You
9%.
can do it.
Pray for
Do
me.
you
Okay.
have audio for this?
Yeah, that's a good question because that's
Because here's
my
the
memory.
thing. I listened to the first two books on audio.
I flew through those ones, and then
technically I read ACOTAR, and then I read half of ACOMAF and listened, and then like I kind of like put it down, and then when I came back to it, I just listened to the whole thing.
I don't get how you put that one down. That was the best one.
I'm not exactly sure why I did this either, because then like once I picked it up and I started over,
You
I
liked
was
it a
like,
lot.
this is the best.
Okay, good.
Like at the time, it was like the best thing I had read, right? So
Yeah, now I'm like, okay, it's not the best,
But
but
then
like
I
back then it was
remember-
one of my first fantasies again. So
but then I remember you told me you were like, maybe take a break before you pick up the third one.
yes,
And then I took a break of 6 months. So we need
I didn't really mean that long. I meant more like a week, 2 weeks. Same with like Magnolia. I was like, take a break between third and fourth book because I went back to back. I meant a break like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I took like, because I took a break and then I had content to make and stuff.
Yeah,
Plus, like, those are books that I want to like actually take in,
yeah,
which I think
Oh,
is
yeah.
why like the way we've read Throne of Glass has worked for me, because even though we have had a few like longer breaks in between some of the books, it's worked for me, especially when we were reading books while I was still working at Taco Bell.
yeah,
Because TOG wasn't a book series. Like I would listen to books at Taco Bell, but it wasn't one that this series, Throne of Glass with Sarah J. Maas, was not something I could listen to at work because I would miss things.
Yeah.
But,
and I will say I'm intimidated by the tandem read. I would say
oh,
it's like I think that's why we've been delaying
yeah,
it so
I guess.
much.
Go rinse this out.
Whole 5 days you can do it. I think so.
It's literally from like 3
Want
hours
to
ago.
finish Throne of Glass series by the end of the year so I can read Crescent City. Yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, I
Um,
want to finish.
Rainy's crazy and is hoping to finish this all. Crescent City ACOTAR and Throne of Glass
by the end of the year.
But if anyone can do it, it's Rainy. I believe in her.
Oh, I believe in her. I
Yeah.
can't. My goal is to finish Throne of Glass by the end of the year,
Yeah.
and then to have ACOTAR, the rest of ACOTAR, and the rest of Crescent City. Because technically, the first Sarah J. Maas book I ever read was Crescent City 1. The first one.
Yeah. I
House
think
of
Rainy's too. Yeah.
Blood and whatever the hell it is. I don't remember.
Yeah. I think
Blood and
that'll be like a
Right.
next year thing for me at least.
But I would like to get ACOTAR and all of Crescent City read or reread, however you want to look at it,
Mhm.
by the end of 2025.
I think that's doable for sure.
Because then hopefully I'll be up to date before she publishes another book.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Since I finished the Christmas Murder Games, this means I finished Leander's TBR Harvest before the month was over. Nice.
Good job.
Dang. Finished Throne of Glass, so next year will be Crescent City. Nice. I know a lot of people are reading Throne of Glass this year. Did the same thing, read of all of Crescent City books, and now back tracking to ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. Yeah. I feel like people say there's an order, but I feel like you don't really need to read them. I haven't read Crescent City, so I can't comment 100%, but I feel like reading ACOTAR before Throne of Glass didn't really make a difference.
As someone who I may have read the first ACOTAR book before I read Crescent City. I may have.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
is there, I guess there's cross references, but like, would you spoil
I have
it? I don't
originally
think
read
so.
it in 2023, which means that
Yeah.
that would have been the first one. But I read Crescent City, and there was nothing like it didn't even feel like it's an urban fantasy. So like it didn't even feel like the same world or
And that's Throne of Glass and ACOTAR too. Like they
completely different
completely
characters,
different.
everything.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same. I feel like there are so many spoilers on the internet that it doesn't matter what order you read them in. So I'm actually very proud of this. I've never gotten spoiled by any of her 3 series. I'm getting jinxed right now because I so am going to now. But I've been very good at avoiding spoilers. Like I did not know anything about Throne of Glass when I went into it whatsoever. Same with ACOTAR. Like I avoided spoilers. I don't know how I did it. I would just like scroll as soon as I saw something. I was just lucky, I guess. So I didn't read any, like I didn't even know anything about them besides what I saw on the front somehow. It's amazing. As far as I know, there is mention of characters. Yeah, so I think there's character references, but I don't think there's any like spoilers in the sense that like you have to read one series before you read another, which I kind of like because then you can kind of read them in whatever order you like. Have all of Throne of Glass in one file from Barnes and Nobles that was being sold for $5. Oh my god! But I asked my mom for Christmas this year to get me the paperback set so I can tan them better. Yeah.
I do know that, like my friend Jess, she bought, I think, Throne of Glass and ACOTAR both on her Kindle, and she bought them as like the bind up.
Yeah.
I don't prefer that. I do own the Twilight books that way because back in the day, like that's how I bought them.
Yeah.
I would suggest for people that are going to read them, unless you're going to just read them in the order that they come out, like you're not going to do the tandem read. If you are choosing not to do a tandem read, or you do it like my friend Jess did, where she physically read one of the books and read the other book on her Kindle.
Yeah.
You could do it that way, or if you're doing
that's a good idea, actually.
Half audio, because what I'm thinking about doing is reading, because Empire of Storms, I think, is the one that has more chapters that you read like chunk.
Ryan, help me out.
Thank you. Like chunk wise at a time.
Yeah.
Yes, go get the vanilla, please.
I'm doing the next 2 without audio, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Empire of Storms on my Kindle, and the other one, Tower of Dawn as a physical book, because there are less chapters that you read at a time in Tower of Dawn, I think. So
I honestly think I've been reading slower with audio, doing audio and physical lately, so I'm going back to just physical because I feel like I read faster than the audio. But then if I go up in speed, then I feel like it's too. I don't know. I feel like I just need to read physically for the next 2. I'm gonna try it.
I feel like I read Home is Where the Bodies Are as a physical book. Like I actually read it like physically with my eyeballs out of an actual like paper copy.
Yeah.
And so now like I want to incorporate at least one at least one book a month
Yeah.
where I'm reading physically with my eyes. And so I think for next month it will be
Mom,
either
can I have a
one or
sip?
both of the for this tandem read because I
Yeah.
just think it's gonna be
Can I have
easier.
a sip from
That's
you?
what I think. I feel like some parts I want to go like quicker, and then some parts I want to slow down. And like I hate switching the audio all the time. And then it's like
Yeah.
I'll just read it. And I don't
Someone
care. I don't mind
who
reading.
did tandem read completely through like completely with audio, and I was like, how?
There's
Oh
caffeine.
God, no.
Like you would have had to, because then you would like you'd have to like try to memorize.
Yeah, I would have to be like lying there doing nothing because I couldn't have my focus
Yeah, because
anywhere else.
you'd have to concentrate. And she's a diamond painter. She's a diamond painter that I watch on YouTube,
I
and
feel like
she
some people just like
that she
they're
that she
an
did-
audio learner. Yeah.
She did the tandem read exclusively through audio, so she was switching audios every time that she would be actually switching books. And I was like, how do you do that and
That's impressive.
diamond paint?
Wow.
I wouldn't be able to concentrate enough to do it.
Me neither. Never planned on reading them, so I didn't care to be spoiled then. Bethany wrote me into the read along. Okay, that's fair, yeah.
No.
Also have not been spoiled. Nice. There is a bit in Throne of Glass that's a crossover with ACOTAR, which I haven't read, and I was mostly just annoyed a bit. It wasn't a big thing, but kind of stuck out. Oh no, that sucks. I think it was only there for connection purposes. I love that Luke's coffee mug. I have a green one that is similar.
Thank you. I got this off of Amazon, like when I first joined BookTube, because if anyone remembers, like it's coming back because y'all voted for it. But if anyone remembers, like when I first started my channel, my original TBR game was a Gilmore Girls inspired TBR game. It's coming back, but I'm gonna like revamp the board. It's gonna be fun. But I bought this because I accidentally bought the 11-ounce cup at first, like mug. And I was like, who's going to drink coffee out of an 11-ounce mug? Not me. So this is the 15-ounce one. And then I've used the 11-ounce one is somewhere, but I've used it before for like bookmarks.
Yeah.
It's really not big enough to like drink coffee out of.
Yeah.
But like, I do like my Luke's cup, but I just got it off of Amazon.
Got to page 182 of the Star Collector, 60 pages ago. Nice. You're almost done. All right, we're going to jump into another sprint so I can actually get reading. So I'll see everyone in 1 hour. Hello. How did everyone do? I read, I don't know how much I read, maybe like 30, 40 pages of Look Closer, and I DNF'd Breaking the Dark. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this book when they release it to me.
Yeah,
We can discuss.
I
Also,
think I might reread it at another time. Like, I think I might. It's
Yeah.
just not right now. It's like I'm pushing myself to read it, and I'm just getting nowhere. So,
Also, the timer scared me because I forgot that I was on sprints.
it snuck up on me too. I'm like, oh, okay, we're done. How did you do?
I did not read. I made plans for my birthday, which is not this Friday, but next Friday, because I needed to coordinate with siblings to make sure everybody can make it for a birthday dinner.
Yep.
Like my grandma takes us, like on your birthday, my grandma takes us out for dinner. And so I was trying to coordinate that. So that's fun. Also, I was texting and I messaged a few more people about doing birthday sprints so I can figure out who is available and who is not.
Where did I leave? Oh, there we go. I have to go to work. Had fun in reading with you all. You're probably already gone, but hope you have a good day. My eyes were too tired to read. Yeah, that's where I'm getting shortly. So, went to book club, nice, and got to page 467, nice. No reading yet, but I filmed Thursday's video. I'll worry about editing it tomorrow. I have a vlog in the works. Once I finish this, it'll be posted. But I'm editing as I go, which is making it a bit easier. So then I will be done whenever I finish this book. Hi, Rainy. How are you? Caught up on BookTube while cleaning the house. Nice. What are you reading right now? I'm trying to remember. I don't know that I know. I know, but like, I don't know which.
I know you're reading Romantasy, but I can't tell you which one.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't remember which one she. Oh, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. She said at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay. Finished reading my Marvel Ghost Rider comics and had a fun entering data for work. Yeah, that's fun. Work is fun. Read a story to the kids and then gave them a bath. They had a snack and colored, and now we are brushing teeth. Almost time for me to read. Nice. I actually had tomorrow's video done this morning. Who even am I? Yeah, you're getting ahead. It's nice.
Listen, I have a video going up tomorrow. Is it edited? No, it's not. It's fine.
You'll get it done. I finally got the kiddos in bed, moved to bedroom, and read 15 pages. Nice. Read 50 pages. Nice. All right, I'm going to switch the last sprint to be 45 instead. Because, we be chatting behind the scenes.
Right.
So I want to, prepare for that. So, hi, Hillary. Made it to 79% of Assassin's Quest. Nice. Something spooked me in the plot, and now I want to pick up something different. Oh, I hate reading, like, spooky books at night. I just can't do it. I get too creeped out. Need to film tomorrow's video. So you're both in the same boat. Well, one needs to film, one needs to edit. So, all right, we're going to jump into our last 45. Let me just get the last sprint banner up. And I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Hello, how'd that sprint go?
Fine. I was working on my September. No, not September. My October like wrap up post, because like I'm gonna do wrap up posts on Instagram because I don't actually film wrap ups on YouTube because I don't like them.
Yeah, that's fair. I like watching them, but I don't like filming them. So
Yeah, same. Like watching them is like cool and great, but like to actually have to film them does not bring me joy. So.
no, not at all. Yeah, I agree.
Especially,
I like filming quick ones, like a reel is fun because you just like really quickly give your star rating and thoughts, but a whole video, no.
well, and I do so many like vlogs that it just feels redundant to be like, this is what I read this month. Like you probably already saw me read this book, so like, why am I repeating myself?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how many pages I read, but I'm about 100 pages away from finishing this book, and it's really good, honestly. I don't want to like spoil or jinx it, but it could be a 5-star, but I'm not gonna decide yet because then I'll jinx it. So
That's fair.
didn't read, instead did some management in my Discord. Nice. Listened to a little bit more and then got ready for bed. Nice. Got my daily chapter in Lord of Chaos and I'm updating the Discord. Next up, picking up ACOWAR. Read a chapter and put some stuff in my grocery cart. Nice. About 37% into ACOWAR and hoping to finish that one this week. Yeah, that's a long one. It's not the longest. The last one I think is the longest, Silver Flames, if I remember correctly. But the third one is quite long in comparison. Finished Death Note, started Make Me by Tessa Bailey, and wrapped up in a blanket. And it's cold here for once, the low 60s. Yeah, it's getting really, really cold here, which I kind of like because it's been a hot summer. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Neva, for joining me this week.
Of course.
And, well, as of next Tuesday, my sprints on Tuesdays will mostly be Winterathon related, which is Rainy's readathon. So if you haven't joined, check out her video and join. It's going to be a fun month. So I will see everyone next Tuesday. Bye.